Hi, it's Lisan. In this video, I'd like to point out the flaws that I saw in an article by Kris Gunnar of Authority Nutrition. The article is called 6 Reasons Why Eggs Are the Healthiest Food on the Planet. Gunnar's third point is that eggs are loaded with choline, an important nutrient for the brain. Choline is a lesser-known nutrient that is often grouped with the B-complex vitamins. Choline is an essential nutrient for human health and is needed for various processes in the body. A low choline intake has been implicated in liver diseases, cardiovascular disease, and neurological disorders. This nutrient may be especially important for pregnant women. Egg yolks are an excellent source of choline. However, the following 2 studies confirm that it is likely the choline content of eggs that raises the risk of prostate cancer and accelerates the progression of it. Human prostatic epithelial cells derived from metastases exhibit significantly higher phosphocholine. In this study, it says that choline intake was associated with an increased risk of lethal prostate cancer. In the discussion, it says dietary choline is converted by gut bacteria to trimethylamine, which is converted to trimethylamine oxide in the liver. Increased trimethylamine oxide from high dietary choline may increase inflammation, and this may promote progression of prostate cancer to lethal disease. Gunnar's fourth point is that eggs contain high-quality proteins with a perfect amino acid profile. Proteins are the main building blocks of the body and serve both structural and functional purposes. They consist of amino acids that are linked together, kind of like beads on a string, then folded into complex shapes. There are about 21 amino acids that the body uses to build its proteins. The body cannot produce 9 of these amino acids, which are deemed as essential and must be gotten from the diet. Gunnar's bottom line is that eggs are an excellent source of protein with all the essential amino acids in the right ratios. Gunnar's doesn't link to any studies in this fourth point, but makes the statement that a protein source that contains all of the essential amino acids in the right ratios is a good source of protein. In reality, we do not need to consume a protein source that has the right ratios of the essential amino acids. As long as we are getting the essential amino acids, we will be fine. We eat foods in combination, and we also recycle protein in our bodies, so we don't have to consume a particular amount of amino acids all in one meal, or even in one day. Eggs may be a source of protein, but considering that they are also a source of unhealthy fats, it would be wiser to obtain protein from plant foods. We do not need to eat eggs to obtain protein. Vegans are able to get enough protein as long as they eat enough calories. If vegans want to get extra protein, they can get it from protein-rich plant foods like beans and legumes. Also, eggs and other animal source foods are particularly high in methionine, a sulfur-containing amino acid that has been linked to cancer tumor growth. Longevity can be achieved through methionine restriction, which is natural when eating plant-based foods that contain low levels of this amino acid. Gunnar's fifth point is that eggs are loaded with lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect the eyes. His bottom line is that eggs are very high in the antioxidants lutein and zeaxanthin, which can drastically reduce the risk of macular degeneration and cataracts. Based on the nutrient data found on the USDA database, 10 grams of spinach has approximately 12 times more lutein than 10 grams of an egg. We cannot really consider eggs an appropriate source of this nutrient. Gunnar's sixth point is that eggs for breakfast can help you lose body fat. Eggs contain only trace amounts of carbohydrates but plenty of protein and fat. They score very high on a scale called the Satiety Index, which is a measure of how much foods contribute to satiety. For this reason, it is not surprising to see studies where eating eggs for breakfast leads to weight loss. He then goes on and says that not all eggs are the same. Hens are often raised in factories, caged and fed grain-based feed that alters the final nutrient composition of the eggs. It is best to buy omega-3 enriched or pastured eggs as they are healthier and more nutritious. However, conventional supermarket eggs are still a good choice if you can't afford or access the others. His take-home message is to top things off, eggs are cheap, taste awesome, and go with almost any food. Eggs really are an exceptional superfood. The main point that Gunnars makes in the sixth point is that eggs help you to eat fewer calories, therefore you lose weight. However, if you are eating a high carbohydrate, low-fat, plant-based diet, you can eat as many calories as you want, and long-term you will have a lean body. You don't have to restrict calories or eat eggs to lose weight. Also, you don't have to eat eggs to eat fewer calories. even if you wanted to eat fewer calories. If you want to eat fewer calories, you can still do it on plant-based foods that do not contribute to heart disease and other chronic illnesses. Regarding omega-3, current levels of omega-3 in eggs are highly inadequate, and one must consume around 30 eggs to reach an acceptable level of omega-3 for the day. A male needs around 1.6 grams of omega-3 per day. A female needs around 1.1 grams a day. A large egg contains about 0.037 grams of omega-3. Omega-3 in the ALA form processes to EPA, which is also processed to DHA. These fats are anti-inflammatory. Omega-6 processes down to arachidonic acid, which is highly inflammatory. According to the National Cancer Institute, eggs are the number 2 top contributor of arachidonic acid in the American diet. Based on this, as well as the low omega-3 content of eggs, the benefits received from omega-3 are masked by the high quantity of preformed arachidonic acid. High intake of arachidonic acid is linked to autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, as well as a clear link with cancer development. In conclusion, eggs are not the superfood that they are claimed to be by Authority Nutrition. We can get nutrients from plant foods like fruits, veggies, and starches while staying slim and healthy.